What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to a Bleacher Report mock draft reaction video. This will probably be my last mock draft reaction video until the draft lottery happens, and I'm sure The Athletic, Bleacher Report, ESPN will come out with their post-lottery mock draft, and we'll be reacting to those definitely. But yeah, we're going to be reacting to this by Jonathan Wasserman of Bleacher Report. I'll leave a link to the article down below. It's a 2-round mock draft, so we can just start getting into it right now, and hope you guys have a great Father's Day. I don't know if any of you guys are fathers out there. Just celebrate it with your dads, or just have a good day in general if you're not really doing anything like that. But yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday, at least here in New York, so I hope you guys have a great day. Minnesota, number 1 pick. They do use Tankathon? Yeah, and Minnesota gets the number 1 pick, so they get very lucky here. Going from 6 to 1, get to keep their pick. Add Cade Cunningham to the young core of D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns. That'd be sitting pretty well with a lot of people. I think in that case, you definitely look to try to move D'Angelo Russell for a 4. Sorry for that, having that go up. Because then you can have like a Cade Edwards backcourt. You can figure out your 3, either it's a Koji or you go someone in free agency or literally just Malik Beasley. And then say you get a good 4 next to Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, you got to do that. So, yeah, number 1, it should be Cade Cunningham no matter the team. Rockets at 2. Yep, Evan Mobley. I think any team at 2 would be taking Evan Mobley here. Even if it's like the Cavs who have a lot of bigs, because you could play him with Jared Allen. And I would think it's like, I would bet a lot of money the first 2 picks on draft night will be Cade and Mobley, so I agree with this. It just really comes down to 3. Which Jalen goes at 3? Is it going to be Suggs or is it going to be Green? He has Jalen Green going to the Pistons at 3, and I think that will happen. I think Green and Hayes would be a better backcourt, and they would fit next to each other a little bit better because of his shot-creating skills in Green and kind of his off-ball play, rather than Jalen Suggs, who's kind of more of a ball-dominant guy and kind of needs the ball in his hands to be like one of the primary ball handlers on his team. But for that, for the Pistons, they kind of already view that, and I feel like in Killian Hayes. So I like possibly the Green Hayes backcourt, so I do agree with him here. 4, he's got the Orlando Magic taking Jalen Suggs. No doubt about it. It's just sucks because the Magic have so many guards that are young. Fultz, Cole Anthony, and RJ Hampton. It's a lot going on. Maybe they trade down here. I mean, but they probably they want one of those top 5 guys, unless the Thunder are at 5 and they give them like one of their random first-round picks, like that Heat lottery protected pick in 2023. They were like, all right, we'll go up to 4. We want Suggs to have a Suggs and Shea backcourt. You go down to 5, and Kuminga might fit that team a little bit better, get another wing, and they'd have, like, say hypothetically that young core of Orlando, if they got Jonathan Kuminga, would be the 3 guards I mentioned: Okeke, Kuminga, Isaac, Bamba, Carter Jr., and whatever Bulls pick they get here. Yeah, that's a lot for the future. So, yeah, Orlando at 4, Suggs. I would still take Suggs over Kuminga any day of the week. I would just think maybe they want to trade down to take Kuminga. 6, we have the Cavs taking Scottie Barnes. I believe he should be the 6th overall pick. I'm sure Cleveland would love Kuminga, but I actually think the drop-off might be a little bit bigger from Suggs to Kuminga than Kuminga to Scottie Barnes, if I'm being honest with you. So I think Barnes should go 6. 7, Raptors take Keon Johnson. I love that. I think Davion Mitchell's getting a lot of hype from his tournament, but rightfully so. I just don't think I would take him over Keon Johnson or Scottie Barnes. I think they have a lot more long-term potential. But a team that maybe wants to win now, like the Toronto Raptors, might go for Davion Mitchell over maybe a little bit more of a raw prospect in Keon Johnson. Magic at 8, Jalen Johnson. Yeah, imagine they had Jalen Johnson and Jalen Suggs, just getting all the Jalens in this class to their young core. Would be phenomenal. Like, I don't see them definitely going after Davion Mitchell with all their young guards and where they are in their team timeline. So, yeah, love that for the Magic at 8. If they ended up with Johnson and Suggs, be a big fan of that. Sacramento going Franz Wagner at 9. Maybe they'd go for a more NBA-ready guy in Davion Mitchell, but they already kind of have a bunch of guards at the moment in DeLon Wright, in we'll see what they do with him, but Fox and Hield and Halliburton. But yeah, I like Franz Wagner. He's getting mocked to the Kings a lot. Pelicans at 10, Davion Mitchell. Yeah, a team that wants to make the playoffs, I think you go for Davion Mitchell, but that means is Lonzo gone, right? Is Eric Bledsoe still there? Like, who knows what's going on with Eric Bledsoe? Because maybe they could use another wing. I think they definitely could. So maybe they target a different wing in this class, like a James Bouknight or Moses Moody, or even a Cam Thomas. But Cam Thomas at 10 might be a little high. But getting Davion Mitchell, are you going to have Mitchell, Bledsoe, Ball, and Lewis? You took a point guard in the lottery last year, so maybe that they would end up not bringing back Lonzo Ball if they took Davion Mitchell. 11 to 20. So we have Charlotte going Moses Moody. Like that a lot, actually, because Malik Monk's most likely leaving. We don't know what's going on with Devontae Graham. Spurs get Josh Giddey at 12. Another guard. I'd prefer them to go anything but backcourt since they have Lonnie Walker, Derek White, DeJounte Murray. We'll see what happens with Patty Mills. Pacers at 13 getting James Bouknight. I think, yeah, I mean, I prefer Bouknight over Kispert, but I think the Pacers would love somebody like Kispert. But if Corey Kispert fell to the Warriors at 14, oh, that's such a perfect fit. That is such a perfect fit, but I don't think he falls that low. I think people are going to look at what like Cam Johnson has done in recent memory and maybe take him in the top 12. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if Charlotte took Corey Kispert there to provide LaMelo some shooters. Washington getting Alperen Sengun here, probably the second best center in this class, for being honest with you, because you would realistically have Kuminga and Barnes as 4s and Franz Wagner as well. So yeah, they're getting Alperen Sengun. I mean, they need a 5. Thomas Bryant is probably not the long-term answer there, but they also kind of need defenders, and I don't think Sengun is that right away. Celtics get Isaiah Jackson at 16, a very raw prospect, but definitely has some high upside. The frame is there. I think the potential is there. It's just, will he'd be able to get enough playing time at Boston with Moses Brown and Robert Williams there and Al Horford now? Memphis getting Trey Mann at 17. People seeing what his brother's doing for the Clippers. They're like, yeah, we want him. Surprised to see him going in front of guys like Sharif Cooper, Jared Butler, Jaden Springer, that actually ended up going right after him. And also like, Ayo Dosunmu will probably be like a second round pick. But Jared Butler going to the Thunder at 18. Knicks getting Sharif Cooper at 19. I think they need to draft a point guard in this class because Elfrid Payton's gone. Derrick Rose getting up there in age. Emmanuel Quickley's not really a true point guard. So yeah, I think that they should go 1. And getting Sharif Cooper at 19 would be very nice. Springer at 20 of the Hawks. Love that value there. I think he should be a lottery pick, if we're being honest with you. Knicks at 21. Chris Duarte, get a shooter. Yes, get more shooters. We don't know if they're bringing back Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock. Get somebody that can knock down the 3 out of Oregon at an elite level. Kind of like Desmond Bane last year. Kai Jones going to the Lakers at 22. Could be losing Drummond or Montrezl Harrell, so it makes sense for that. Rockets here at 23. Zaire Williams. Yeah, a team that is not going to be good anytime soon. Get somebody that is extremely raw and young, kind of like Jaden McDaniels was last year, and like I mentioned on Isaiah Jackson. Rockets getting JT Thor at 24. Ugh, I hate that pick. I think JT Thor is a second round pick at this moment, unless I got to watch a little bit more film on him, but I'm not a big fan of JT Thor. I don't think he does anything special to really warrant him a first round pick. Usman Garuba going 25. Kind of surprised to see him going that low. Oh god, he was born in 2002. I'm getting old, man. I'm 99. I'm older than all these players pretty much, besides some seniors. Cam Thomas going to the Nuggets at 26. Honestly, yeah, I could see the Knicks taking Cam Thomas at 21, even the Lakers wanting more shooting, or even the Clippers at 25, because that'd be a great pick for the Nuggets. Oh my god, I would love that pick for them. Aaron Henry, I think he's going to get a lot of pre-draft hype going to the Nets at 27. Dosunmu going to the Sixers at 28, but with Maxey there, they might go big man because Dwight Howard isn't the long term, maybe back up 5. But I don't really know who they'd go there. Maybe a second round pick I'll mention. Miles McBride going to the Suns at 29, a guy that could just flat out score. Reminds me a little bit of Marcus Howard. Definitely a better prospect than Marcus Howard. I just don't know if he'll go in the first round. And Josh Christopher going to the Jazz at 30. Yeah, they need some scoring off the bench and just some playmakers there. On to the second round, we have the Bucks. Yeah, like Daron Sharp or Charles Bassey could definitely be a big man. They were just the 2 guys I was thinking of. Knicks getting Bassey from the Pistons. Love that the Knicks have a top pick in the second round. Daron Sharp going to the Bucks. Could use another backup big behind Brook Lopez. Josh Primo, don't know much about him yet. I still have to watch a little bit of him, but I've been hearing a lot of buzz around him. Raekwon Gray out of Florida State going to the Pelicans at 34. Trey Murphy. Brandon Boston at 36, a guy that was not good at all his freshman season, but was a kind of a lottery projected pick going into the college year in 2021. It's just, will a team just kind of take him because of his flashes? I think he will end up getting drafted. You got Roko Prakshin out of Sabona there at 37 to the Pistons. Gotta learn how to pronounce his name. Joel Ayayi going to the Bulls at 38. Kessler Edwards to the Kings at 39. Johnny Juzang 40. Honestly, for what his tournament did, and if he kills the combine, I could see him going top 30 into the first round. 41 through 50, JRE going to the Spurs at 41. Honestly, I actually love that fit for the Spurs. Rokash Joku Batis, don't know much about him, but going to the Pistons at 42. 43, Pelicans taking Philip Petrusev. Nets Herb Jones, another Alabama player. Terrence Shannon going to the Celtics at 45. Kind of like that value there. Isaiah Todd to the Raptors at 46. Ariel Hukporti to the Raptors at 47. Don't know much about him. Or Santi Aldama out of Loyola. A lot of foreign players kind of here. And then Deshaun Hyland, like him a lot, going to the Nets at 49. Austin Reeves to the Sixers at 50. Anybody that I think is a great value pick. Deshi Nix at 51. Kind of love that pick for Memphis. I'm sure they'll get a steal in the shift like they did last year with Tillman and Bane. Garza going to the Pistons at 52. Matt Hurt going to the Pelicans at 53, the second Duke player. Quentin Grimes, and you got Isaiah Livers. Yuhan Begarin out of Paris. Neemias Queta out of Utah State. David Johnson going to the Knicks at 58. I think he can go in the top 50. Trayden Watford. Actually, I could see him going to the top 50, and then Justin Champagne going to the Pacers at 60. So that is the Bleacher Report's newest 2-round mock draft. Let me know if you like your team's pick or you dislike it down below. This will probably be my last mock draft thing until the draft lottery comes out on Tuesday. You guys will probably get my full reaction to that on my main channel, and then you guys the next day will get my first mock draft post the lottery. So thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Drop a like if you did. Catch you on the next one. Peace.